Good morning students. I, Poonam Yadav, welcome to all of you in the practical session of biology. Today we are going to perform the practical of calculation of plant population density and frequency percentage by quadrate method. Students, before performing this practical, we should all have a brief idea about the population. We all are aware that we are living on the sole planet which is called as Earth, and it is the only planet in the solar system which sustains life. Life is only possible with the interaction of the physical component of environment. This physical component of environment includes water, air, rainfall, pH, temperature, soil, humidity, etc., etc. We cannot imagine the living beings without the presence of physical environment. And among the living beings, without the producers, that is the plants, we cannot imagine about the existence of animals as well as human beings. Therefore, we can say that the existence of plants is a must for our survival. We know that group of a species living in a particular area constitutes a population. When the question is about human beings population, then it is rather easy to calculate the population of human beings. For example, if somebody asks that we have to count the population of Gurgaon districts or Haryana state or India, so it will be rather easy because we can do it home to home or from district to district, from state to state, and tabulate the data. It is rather difficult to calculate the number of plants because the number of plants in a specific area is high in comparison to that of human beings or some other animals, as well as their size is comparatively smaller. So, we use some specific methods for the calculation of plants. Today we are using the method of quadrate for the calculation of plant population density. We can consider lawn area or the garden area or the field area, any one of them, because our purpose is how to calculate the plant population by using this quadrate. So, let us start performing this particular experiment. Students, for the performance of our experiment, we require some specific apparatus, and the requirements are, first of all, quadrate of standard linear size. This is the quadrate which we will use in the performance of our experiment. This quadrate is of 1 by 1 size, that is 1 feet in breadth and 1 feet in length. The purpose of taking this specific sized quadrate is that optimum number of plant species will be included inside the area of this quadrate. If we will use larger than this, then more and more number of plant species will be included and our calculations will be disturbed. Generally, we use this sized quadrate for the performance of our experiment. Then forceps. This is the forceps which is used for the digging out of very small sized plant species which are not able to dig out with the hand or the digger. So, this forceps is used in the performance of experiment. Then digger. This digger is used for digging out the plant species with the soil. The larger species which have deep roots, they are dig out with the help of this digger. Then plastic bags. These plastic bags are used for keeping the dug out plant species and to perform the calculations later on. because when we dig out the plant species, it will be difficult because we have to perform our experiment 2 or 3 times. So, after one quadrant we keep the plant species in the first polythene bag and mark it, and then during second performance, second experiment, we will keep these plant species in the second polythene bag. So, these are polythene bags. Then marker, rubber bands, these are the rubber bands used for tagging the polythene bags, that is closing the mouth of polythene bags, and the practical record, for which purpose we have used this paper sheet for performance of our calculations regarding the frequency and density. So, this is the apparatus which will be used for the performance of our experiment. Now, let us follow the procedure. Take a quadrant of specific size, place it randomly at different places of the area under study. As I have already told you that the area you will select can be garden, can be field area, can be grassland or any park. It depends upon your nearby locality, you can select any one of them. Then identify the different species falling in the quadrant. Here we have to select the plant species which are falling inside the quadrant and identify those species. Next, if it is unable to identify the different species, then you can mark them as A, B, C, etc. because sometimes it is not possible to identify all the species recorded in the field area. So, we can identify them later on with the help of our book, and we can mark them as A, B, C. Next, count individual members of each species from each square of the quadrant. After marking or after collection of plant species, the next step is counting of individual members of each species, because we know that in the field area at the same location more than one type of species are found. In general, we can notice at least 3 or 4 types of species at a single location. So, we have to count the members of each types of species from each square of the quadrant. Then we have to record our observations in the table. Dear students, we have fixed the quadrant here and we are taking out the plant species with the help of this digger and keeping them in the polythene like this. Now, let us mark this polythene as number 1. Now, we have marked this polythene as number 1, that is quadrant number 1. Now, we have the observation of first quadrant. Similarly, we can take our observations by putting the quadrant at some different places in the lawn. Now, in the same way, we put the second quadrant here and let us take the observation from this quadrant. After putting this quadrant, we will observe some of the plants which are present inside the quadrant. Similarly, we will also take out the plants like that which we did in our first quadrant. We will take the help of this digger so that the plants could be dig out easily. Then collect them in the separate polythene and mark this polythene as quadrant number 2. here we have collected the plants from quadrant number 2, and after collecting them in the polythene, we mark this polythene as number 2. So, now we have 2 polythene bags having the observation from first and second quadrants. We will take our third observation at this place, and this place include variety of plant species. We will also dig them out with the help of this digger. First one, then second one, and third one. Like this. Those plant species which are present at the size of frame, at the boundary of the frame, they can be ignored. But when we are doing our observations, we should also take care of this thing, that if we are ignoring the plants of the border area from first observation, then we have to ignore them from all the 3 observations. Now, after collecting the third observation plants, let us mark this polythene as number 3. This is our third observation with collected plants of different species in the polythene number 3. Students, now we have observation first, second and third. Let us go to the lab. After taking observations from the lawn area and collection of the different plant species in different polythene bags, now let us separate them one by one. Take the quadrant number 1 polythene bag first of all, and take out the plant species from this bag. Make the groups of plant species of this polythene bag. First, second. Now take the bag number 2 and take out the plant species from this polythene bag also, and make the group of different plant species like that of first one. Three types of plant species are present in this quadrant polythene bag also. Then take the polythene bag number 3. Similarly, take out its contents and make the group of similar species of plants present in this polythene bag like this. Now we have the plant species from all the 3 quadrants. Let us calculate the number and types of plant species present in each quadrant. Count the number of plant species from quadrant number 1 polythene bag. These are the plant species of quadrant number 1 polythene bag. The first species is wild Chenopodium. Let us mark this Chenopodium in our paper. Second species is Bracharia grass, and let us count them also: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. There are 5 species of Bracharia grass. Third plant species is Cynodon grass. 1, 2 and 3. There are 3 plant species of Cynodon grass. Let us mark them 3. Next are the plant species from quadrant number 2. Here are the different plant species from quadrant number 2. First of all, there is single species of phlox plant. Let us mark as 1 in the quadrant number 2. Second species is of Bracharia grass. These are 3 in number, and we will write in quadrant number 2 in front of Bracharia 3. The third plant species in the second quadrant is Cynodon grass, and the number of plant species of Cynodon grass are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So, there are 7 species of Cynodon grass. Now, quadrant number 3. Again there are 3 types of species in quadrant number 3. The first plant species is Achyranthes. The number of plant species of Achyranthes is 2. The second type of plant species in quadrant number 3 is Bracharia grass, and the number of plant species is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So, 4 plant species of Bracharia grass and 1 species of Congress grass, that is Parthenium. Dear students, the total number of different plant species present in all the 3 quadrants are: number 1, wild Chenopodium. It was present only in the first quadrant, that is 1 species, and only 1 plant was present in the first quadrant. Second, Bracharia grass was 8 in number, and this was present in all the 3 quadrants. Third plant species, Phlox plant, it was present 1 in number and was only in the second quadrant. Cynodon grass was 11 in number and it was also present in all the 3 plant quadrants. Achyranthes plant was 2 in number and it was present only in 1 quadrant. And in the last, Congress grass was only 1 plant species and it was also present